Welcome to Hall County Connection. I'm Katie Crumley, Public Information Officer for Hall County Government. We are standing in the center of the Community Center at North Hall Park on Nopone Road. There is something for everyone here, from walking trails to ball fields to gyms, state-of-the-art fitness center, meeting rooms, and of course the technology center that is unique to anywhere in the South. And it's all about serving the community, which, as you'll hear, is exactly how this whole project got started. We're with Hall County Commissioner Scott Gibbs. Commissioner Gibbs, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me, Katie.
Now, you have an interesting perspective on this because you've sort of been a part of it since the beginning. Tell us how it all got started.
Katie, I think the initial idea for the project came about from SPLOST 5. And so it was put on the ballot, the voters voted for it, money was collected. And so once that was done, a group of citizens wanted to see a facility here. So they got together, came up with a plan of what the greatest needs for this area were, and that's what we have today. It's beautiful. It will serve this area greatly, but it would not be here had it not been for a group of volunteers. Even though the taxpayers paid for it, that group got together, put in some of their own money, and worked diligently for over a year for this to come together.
And you started out as one of those citizens, I believe, and then became a commissioner.
I was one of those folks. There was probably 20 people that came from all over this district. But what had happened, Katie, was they were having to cart their kids to all the way the other end of the county, all the way to the East Hall facility, and they had waited patiently, and I hope that they really like what they've gotten, because I think it's off the chart.
Tell us a little bit about how this will benefit the North Hall residents and the residents all across this county.
It'll serve everybody. They can hold tournaments. It will help the businesses in this area. Because lots of times when you come in for these sporting activities, they come from all over North Georgia. We have 4 baseball fields, we have a soccer field, we have a track, 4 basketball courts. Something that nowhere in North Hall can be found is a meeting facility. We have a 6,000 square foot meeting facility. I can't tell you how excited I am to finally have a facility like this in North Hall. I grew up in North Hall, and there was nothing here, but the population has come, and we are now able to give them something.
You mentioned all these different parts of this facility. What is your favorite part?
Katie, I think everything is so unique. I would not be willing to pick one, because where we're sitting at in this room is going to be the new technology center, and you can see behind me, nowhere else in the county does this exist. Rather than going with the library, which was the first talked about, we decided to go with the technology center, because me personally, I can't tell you when I have read a printed book. I do everything online now. I hated to see the county spend $700,000 or $800,000 on a mediocre book collection, when I think that's a dying breed. That's me personally. If you want a printed book, the library will be delivering those here. You can reserve them and have them shipped up here. You can also return here. So I wouldn't pick anything. I just think the whole facility is great.
Something else that's interesting about this facility, and really this park as a whole, is that there's a lot of land surrounding it. What are your hopes and visions and thoughts about the future for this space?
Well, at the time the building was built was right when the economy was at the lowest point. So we were able to get a lot more bang for the buck. We were able to also build a bridge across Little River that will be the second phase of the park, that has another 80 to 90 acres for walking trails, 3 more soccer fields, and that's all down the road, but it has potential. There's property here for the next step. The other thing that this park offers is that the state of Georgia is 2.5 or 3 miles away building the new Don Carter State Park on the shores of Lake Lanier. Eventually there's going to be a trail that ties Nopone Park, Don Carter State Park, and Nopone Reservoir. So it will, I just think the amenities in this area are going to be second to none in the state.
Well, I look forward to seeing where it goes in the future. Commissioner Gibbs, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Katie.
As we continue our look into North Hall Park, let's check in with Mike Little, Director of Parks and Leisure Services for Hall County, about what else North Hall Park has to offer. We are here at the North Hall Park. Mike, thanks so much for having us today.
Welcome to North Hall Park, Katie. We're glad you're here and glad that this park is finally coming to fruition. We're very excited.
This is a beautiful facility. We're here at the gymnasium, but other than this room, what else does this building have to offer?
Of course, we're here in the gymnasium. This is one of 2 gymnasiums. The facility also has a fitness area filled with aerobic machines and cardio machines, and also stack weights. We've got a 6,000 square foot community room that is available for rental. It can be divided into thirds, so if it's a smaller party or a small family reunion or a big family reunion, we can accommodate that. We also have a aerobic room where we can host Zumba classes, karate classes. We have arts and crafts room where birthday parties can be hosted, so we've got a variety of opportunities for the general public.
It sounds like a great meeting place for people in this area. Also sounds like a great place to get out and get some exercise. And if folks want to do that outdoors, what can they find here?
Well, our outdoor amenities include 4 baseball, softball fields. We also have a multi-purpose field that could be used for football, lacrosse, just pretty much anything. It's a multi-use field. It does have a track around it, so the general public can use that track. Future amenities include walking trails, which we hope maybe in the spring we'll start developing those.
Something else that's interesting about this facility is it now houses the offices for Hall County Parks and Leisure. Tell me about why that's a benefit to Hall County.
Well, that was our plan when back last year we closed our administrative offices with all the budget cuts. That was one of the cost-saving measures that we implemented with the plans of moving our administrative offices here. We did have to make some minor changes with the office space and being able to accommodate everybody, but our administrative offices being here in turn helps us not have to hire such a large staff to help maintain and operate this facility.
I know that will be good news to taxpayers. Taxpayers also got sort of a first look at this building when there was a soft opening October 1st, and it's been up and running since then. What's been the reaction from folks so far?
Absolutely, and that's been the funnest part of it, is to take people on tours and just see their reaction. Everybody is absolutely floored with how nice the facility is, how large the facility is. It's going to be well used, and people are very, very excited. This was an underserved area of the county, so it's a long time coming for this facility, and there's nothing like this in this area. And
as you mentioned, it's very impressive, but I know you all have big plans for it down the road to make it even better. What are some of those plans? Well, phase 2 would include some tennis courts, some open green space, and some walking trails across the bridge on our additional 40 acres that we have. The walking trails, like I mentioned earlier, we hope this spring we'll develop them, but there's no plans anytime soon to start on phase 2. Well, it sounds like we have a lot to look forward to. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. North Hall Park also has an incredible meeting room. I talked with facilities manager Elsa Alvarez about the different ways the room can be utilized. Elsa, we're in this huge room. Tell us what this will be used for and all the different ways that it can be changed and transformed.
This right here is our community room, and we have it available for rent for the community, of course, and you can actually rent it as a full room, and the capacity for the full room would be approximately 400 people. You can divide it into a half a room. The half a room will be 225 people. And if you look down, you can divide it into 2/4 rooms, and the 2/4 rooms would sit up to 100 people. We can have birthday parties, graduation parties, meetings, office meetings, or whatnot in this room.
Well, it sounds like you have your hands full with just this room, but there's a lot of other activities that will be going on after the start of the new year at North Hall Park. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, we're going to have instructors to come in and do the arts and craft. We're going to have karate, Zumba, yoga, you name it. We're going to be booming and ready to go.
A lot planned, and there has to be a staff behind that. Tell us a little bit about the staff here at North Hall Park.
Yes, we have a nighttime staff that would be not only manning the phones in the reception area, would also be manning the floor, making sure that as people come and go, they know exactly, where they need to go and how to get help.
And now I think a really important question for our viewers is how can they get a membership to this place?
Oh, the membership is really easy. You come to the reception area and we'll give you a membership application. You have several ways to get membership. You can come in as a family. We have family membership as well as individually. And also, if you're a Hall County employee under the Board of Commissioners umbrella, you actually have a discount for those employees.
Sounds like a wonderful opportunity here, and I guess folks can find out more online.
Oh yes, they can. They can visit the Hall County website, and we can get all the information there as well as a telephone number.
Thanks, Elsa.
Thank you, Katie.
What really makes North Hall Park unique is the Technology Center. Adrian Mixon, Director of Hall County Library System, gives us a look.
Well, welcome to the Library of the Future. This is where the old meets the new. This is truly a tech center, bringing everything that you will see in many of the libraries of the future now. Not only is it full of lots of computers, it's full of lots of computers that do different kinds of things. There's nothing exactly like this facility I even know of in the South. This is truly something Hall County ought to be proud of. And we haven't gotten rid of the old library. It's still there. And we can bring you those materials, those goodies, but this is where we're going. This is where we'll probably be in libraries, in most library facilities in another 30 years. County Library System is part of PIES. It's about 220 public libraries in the state of Georgia that collaborate. You can borrow materials from Valdosta, have them sent to you here to this library to be picked up. This is not just a tech center, it's also a library. You can check them out, take them home, return them here, and it gets back to Valdosta. Or you can take anything in Gainesville and ask for it to be sent here, and pick it up and use it and bring it back, and it gets returned back to home. So you also have that library component going on, still going on. It's just that we're making better use of our resources because we're putting that expensive collection in fewer locations and having to maintain the expensive collections. And the wonder of the internet is, you can access your collections all kinds of ways. You can go on the internet and have a Hall County Library card and to put a hold on and have it sent here without even interacting with staff. You can renew that same way. So you can actually use the collection and have material sent to you without even making a trip to a Gainesville library to do that. It can be done here at Tech Center. So it's still the library is here. It's just a much more better efficient use of money and resources.
Of course, a project this size takes a whole lot of people working together to get it accomplished. I talked with Hall County Commission Chairman Tom Oliver about the cooperative effort. I'm really excited about the new North Hall Park, and I know that a lot of people work together to make this a reality. So who all do we have to thank for that?
Well, Katie, it's a team effort. First of all, some of the commissioners were supportive of the park. Steve Galley is the one that found the land, and then we started the park. And then some of us added the library, as you know, was quite a challenge, and a lot of people had mixed emotions about that. But I think the commission, and when we decided to do this park, our main thing was make it as nice as you can make it. So many times in government and some other projects, you just try to get by. And I think this commission, and we wanted something that had longevity to it. And I think it'll be 5 to 10 years out before you really recognize the value of this park.
Yeah, and value is something else that we need to talk to. I know that there is a price tag for such a beautiful facility. So what is it?
I think the price tag is, and I might be mistaken, because it's close to $13 to $14 million. It came out of SPLOST funds. And somebody says, well, that's a lot of money. And it is. But the quality of life issues and the chances we have to enhance our lifestyle is, sometimes it's hard to put a price on that.
You're right, and you talk about the future of this facility and really North Hall as a whole. How does this park sort of play into the entire plan for that part of the county?
The North Hall Park will be one of the film shots that the Chamber of Commerce will use one day, showing the quality of life and attracting new industry. Not only that, but we're in the process of doing an industrial park up 365, 500 plus acres. And as everybody knows, we're in the process of putting together glades. Once you put all of these combinations together, you're going to have one of the most exciting places in the southeastern United States to live and to want to live.
Well, it is something to be very excited about and a wonderful thing for you to end on. How do you feel about leaving the commission after so many years?
Well, Katie, you know, I'm finishing my second term as chairman, which is an 8-year stint, and I was district commissioner for 4 years. The climate has changed as chairman. I have no regrets. I think we have developed a community that you're going to be proud of, and I'm going to start at the south end. If you look to South End, you're getting ready to see a new hospital starting. I think they're going to start moving dirt in a few weeks. Not only that, but you're seeing a new interstate, 347, I call it interstate, because it's going to be 6 lanes that covers Thompson Mill. You're going to see a development there that's just unbelievable. It's going to have an extended effect on the city of Flower Branch. And then moving north, we've also built a park down there, a community center. Moving north, we've started the government center, and I think it's an asset to all of us. We've been instrumental in bringing new companies to Hall County. ProCare is an excellent example. It took us 6+ years to get here, but I think one day you'll see that is just an incredible place for people to work. Moving north a little bit, then we go up 365 with industrial parks. Then we see the Glade Farm, I think, is the secret to the future, and then North Hall Park. And in the meantime, we've been able to sewer some of the other areas in South Hall County. We've got most of South Hall sewered, and we're getting ready to sewer most of North Hall. So what I'm saying is, and I think we had a challenge economically because the property values went down. I think the county is now in excellent financial shape. We've been able to weather the storm, and that's a secret. We've got job opportunities coming into us. We've weathered the storm, and it's going to be a great place to, Katie, raise our families and grandchildren and to live and work. So,
and as you said, you not only weathered that storm, but it sounds like you also did a lot of planning for the future. Do you think that'll be your legacy that you left behind on your 2 years in office?
2 terms, you mean?
2 terms in office?
No, I would hope so, but it's Chairman, you work with other commissioners as well, and so I've been very fortunate. Even though we've had disagreements, we've come together for what we thought was the good of the community, and so we think we've got a great place to live and work, and I think you're going to see more people decide that Hall County is a place that I'd like to work, and we're going to make sure we've got the quality of jobs that we want.
Chairman Oliver, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Katie, and thank you for the opportunity to be here in Hall County and to work with the people of Hall County. And it's been a real pleasant experience. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of our guests for their time, and I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. For more information about the North Hall Park Community and Technology Center, log on to Hall County's website, hallcounty.org. For TV 18 and Hall County Connection, I'm Katie Crumley.
You're watching TV 18, the government channel for Gainesville and Hall County.